Check it. Es que me lleva a la tranquilidad y me ayuda a evocar. Es que me lleva a la tranquilidad y me ayuda a evocar. Y me lleva. Yo, let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me? Yo. Fire. Y'all hear me? About to kick off in a bit. Any second now. Just in case, let me see how I could. So I'm gonna be performing next Friday, next Saturday. performing March 29th, y'all. I'm performing March 29th. We're gonna see what's up at the McPherson. We're gonna see how that goes. Well, check it out, y'all. It's the Kid Stranger representing Imperio Records and Imperio TV, and this is where hip hop has no borders. We're continuing the food edition. We are on episode 27, I believe. And yeah, man, I just want to say shout out to Too Real For Your podcast. Dope episode that we filmed tonight, earlier today, actually. That was hella dope, man. Hella energy, hella entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see when your peers are, grinding and doing theirs and making it happen. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to them guys. That's Too Real For Your podcast. Shout out to the homie Roman from the How You Doing podcast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what's crazy is that we're going to have to turn this around. We're going to have to turn this one around. Bam. This is how we gonna do it. So we get up close and personal. So how many of y'all have heard of El Imperio Records? Comment down below. Let me know if y'all have heard of the team. And if y'all haven't, then why is that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we have yet to reach that side. I'm not sure. But we're gonna get there. Mothers. We're gonna get there. Yeah, the Too Real For Your podcast was hella dope. Them guys is definitely killing it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Real recognize real, you know what I'm saying? And I think them guys is pretty official. I've been meeting a lot of dope people out here, man, in Rockford. Definitely shout out to everyone doing it. Tonight's guest, we got episode 27. We got Del Norte Al Sur from the Bronx. And they're going to be with us in just a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to kick it off right. We still on the food edition. It's hella fire, the exposure that you get with these type of avenues, you know what I'm saying, with the podcast. A lot of great stories that I've heard. Local businesses that started, businesses that are killing it, you know what I'm saying? And considering that I'm from New York, I had to, I always got to show love to my people in New York, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm always do forever, and yeah, man, let's get right. We're gonna get them on.
That fixes a little bit.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
How's it going, guys?
Nothing much here. The struggle, sleepless. You got a long day today.
I know. I heard y'all were working, man. My bad for keeping y'all up right now,
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going, you team? How y'all guys doing?
A little bit tired, but
That New York life, crazy.
We on and everyone's on. We cool. We cool to go.
hold on, let me just fix
I think we can still wait for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me go get a pair of earphones. Hold on, give me a second.
Hey, Richard, yeah. I'm gonna get lit right now. You guys have it. Follow the Norte Al Sur. 4 minutes drinks. Cheers, my guy.
Fire. Cheers, bro. Yeah, man, I got to drinks for the first time. One time I was I think it was my homie Crazy G from the Bronx, from East Fremont. If I remember correctly, it was his mom's birthday, and basically we blessed him with a barrilito, I believe it was. That's the
Or
first
oh
time that I
shit.
tried it. Oh no, that's a lie. I'm lying because I bought your slushies before.
Oh yeah.
I I picked up my wife and I, we picked up, I think we were in Queens, I think.
In
I think it
Astoria?
was right before an MC Magic concert or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Maybe.
Yeah, he performed over at La Boom, and what's his name? Lil Rob was there. Baby Bash was
Yeah, that
there.
was wait. That was recently, right? That was last year.
Not
Two,
Like,
2 years
it
ago.
sounded like that. I think so. Yeah, yeah, maybe something like that. But yeah,
That's
man,
awesome.
let's introduce yourselves, man. Introduce yourselves. State your name, where you from, and what y'all do.
Hey guys, welcome. You guys don't know me. I'm Giovanni. This is my wife. Say your name.
shy. My name is Yitzel.
And we're from the Norte Al Sur.
Dope,
We're
man.
bartenders in New York, in the Bronx,
To
mainly.
Yeah, we are located in the
talk
Bronx.
to us. How many years are you guys in business?
Woo! Um, well, the idea came out like in 2000. Sorry, I'm a little bit camera shy. You
Oh,
never seen in the video.
it's all good.
um,
It's all good.
the idea came out like in what 2018, right? Yeah. So
Like a little bit before
like
COVID.
no, yeah, before COVID, basically.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the basically the main idea was like just to do parties, right? So
Okay.
yeah, then 2019, like we couldn't do it because I got actually like a surgery, and then 2020, that's when COVID hit, right? So at
Yeah,
that time I was working from home, and then he was working at the restaurant. I can't say the name, but and then
yeah.
like people start asking like, hey, do you guys can you guys make drinks? Because everything was closed, right?
Right,
And then
right.
I was like, but everything is closed. Like, how are we gonna get the ingredients? So somehow, like everything was closed, but not the liquor stores, right? So we were
Funny.
like, okay. So we're like, okay, we can get like the essential, like, because we only use like fresh lime juice for the cocktails, and then the agave nectar, and like fresh
Yeah,
juice, like type of like
yeah,
agua. So we're like, okay, like we can make you like some drinks. So then ahí se empezó a correr la voz, like, oh, can you make another drinks for us? Y así. And I was like, oh my God. So then we started getting a lot of messages. Hey, you guys make drinks? Can you guys make this? Because everything, like all the bars, everything was closed.
yeah,
So we're like, okay,
yeah, yeah.
like the business turned into like a different direction. And it was just not just like parties, like bartending parties. It was just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shit, just getting like real, like people is asking for the drinks. And then like first we were just doing the Bronx, right? But
yeah,
then there's asking for Queens, Brooklyn, and then at that point, like to be honest, like we didn't have a car, right? So then we were like,
yeah,
oh my God, how are we gonna do it? And then we're like, okay, like let's charge for delivery fee, and then we get somebody else to to do deliveries, and like um our compadre Leo, he helped us a lot. He was doing deliveries for us, and then like yeah, like it
Nice.
just got crazy out of nowhere. And then like at that point, I came back to work at the restaurant industry as a bartender. So it was like how the schedule like. So
So
it
so
was a
you
lot for him. Yeah.
you guys were already bartending
Yes.
prior to making the drink?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Both of you guys were bartenders then.
Yes.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. So okay, so wait, okay, so kind of walk us through that kind of like time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, COVID hits, everything shuts down.
Yeah. So
At this point, at at this point, are you guys are no longer working in the restaurant? You guys are now working, basically making drinks from, you know what I'm saying? Like basically on your own.
yeah. So well, it's been 2 years that I don't work for nobody else but just the Norte Al Sur, and
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
used to work
No, that's dope.
4 days, right? Yeah.
No, but the beginning was
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
What, what,
we were
what?
supposed to start off on doing drinks 2020 beginning, but we started 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019. 2020 came,
So,
and January, February we was getting parties. We was getting booked for parties, for events. So March came. March came. Everything, they canceled all the parties. We had no job,
right.
no unemployment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's when people started. They was getting unemployment money, so people wanted to waste the money.
yeah,
And little by little,
yeah,
people started hearing cocktails, and they will order. It was a struggle,
yeah.
'cause, yeah, we didn't have a car, so most of the time we was taking cabs. And like she said, our compadre Leo, she shout out to my guy. He helped us out a lot throughout all these years.
Yeah.
And so we
Yeah.
recently got a car, but
Nice, nice.
it was nice. We had no elevator, so we had to carry everything to the stairs. It was crazy.
Yeah,
3 floors. So
yeah, that's
going
crazy.
back to the lines, tequila.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And during that time, like when you guys started getting phone calls and stuff, you guys already had the name, the Norte Al Sur.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We had
Oh,
it about
okay.
we had a little sketch of
So is is that like the name to the company? Is that a name that you guys already had in mind? Like, was this like already premeditated? Like, were you guys
yeah,
already thinking about branching off and doing your own drinks,
yeah,
Hmm.
like
exactly.
working for yourselves type of thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly what happened.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nah,
we had a
definitely
little
dope,
sketch of
man.
the team.
I,
Yeah. With
I think you guys kicked off at a good time, you know what I'm saying? Right when everything was shut down and everyone was just at home. Like you just finished mentioning Giovanni, just right in the time where, you know, people want to spend their what's it called, the stimulus check and all of that was coming in. So people were just looking to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whatever. I'll drop 500 on whatever, you know, like it's free money, so people weren't caring how they were spending their money as long as they were getting their guilty pleasures, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
of
for the
course.
free.
yeah.
And those
So
times were
that
great
that
times.
that that's definitely a perfect timing, I'd say, you know what I'm saying. And then you guys also got the slushies, right?
The slushy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Slushy. So it's basically the same ingredients. It's just we got the slushy machine.
Frozen ones. Yeah,
The
those are
first
good
time
too.
frozen again,
I
but I
remember
hate
that
it.
night we walked in twisted into La Boom, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't even finish it. Not even
The
I don't even
pregame.
think like a quarter of the way. Yeah, we pre-gamed and I
Yeah.
don't even think a quarter of the way on that bottle. I don't remember the size of it, but like very little we drank from it, and we walked in already
And we're
feeling
like,
nice, you know.
woo!
And then that in itself wasn't even. I mean, it's a good idea, but then it's not a good idea because then I walked in feeling like type tipsy already, and then I'm just like, ah, fuck it, let's go to the bar, and then we're there like, go ahead, swipe my card, you know, and it's like what's supposedly what's supposed to turn out to be like one or two drinks, we ended up having like I don't know, like seven, 8 drinks, you know, and then we walked out like we're like, oh,
Nomás una.
then we made it back to the car. We make it back to the car, and then we're like, oh, we still got the slushies. I remember that. I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
so what has been like, for example, a piece of advice that you guys maybe didn't hear during that time that you guys were starting your own thing that you guys would now share with someone that's trying to jump into doing their own thing?
Hmm, good question.
Good question.
I mean, piece of advice
Because
is just
the, I feel I feel like a lot of people I feel like a lot of people they say like for example like for example myself, right? Like I'm an artist, I do hip hop, I rap, right? But then there's other artists that don't want to see you shine, so then there's like different weird vibes along the way. But then realistically, knowledge is power, and knowledge is not meant to be like concealed, it's more to be revealed, like it's more to share the knowledge. Everyone's going to use it, utilize it differently, and make something or maybe not make anything, you know what I'm saying? But what's a piece of advice that you guys would now give someone that's starting their business, you know, that maybe a piece of advice you guys didn't hear, that maybe you guys would feel like maybe it would have made a difference had you guys heard something, like a piece of advice like that. Um,
Que sabe bien.
I mean, something we wouldn't
Yeah.
hear. It's just not.
Because I mean, honestly, like a lot of people they hear about the success story, right? That's kind of like one of the things that the podcast is about, where hip hop has no borders. So I like to focus on not only what's hip hop, like hip hop is like my type of genre, but I like to focus on talent a little bit outside of hip hop, and then like I always say, like hip hop down the years, it became more of like a religion almost, like everyone dresses hip hop, talks hip hop, moves hip hop, now you hear like the lingo all in like movies, commercials, TV shows. The most professional are talking and playing, hip hop records in the background, things like that. But I like to focus a little bit outside of that, you know what I'm saying? And like for
Yeah.
example, what I'm doing right now, it's the food edition, so I've been interviewing small businesses or businesses in general that, are comfortable with telling their story, like some of their struggles, some of the backstory of how they made it to achieve the success that they now have, and I've been noticing that you guys have been doing this for a while, and I think that maybe I mean, yeah, for sure people recognize you guys because you guys are, in business and doing a thing and growing, you know what I'm saying? But I think that um not everyone gets to hear, for example, that you guys were already doing this or had it in mind prior to, COVID hitting,
I mean, I would
some of
say
the
just,
struggles.
just keep going, you know, and you
Yeah,
have the power to decide what's gonna affect you, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I will say my mistake was I didn't want to leave my job to pursue my dream, right? So then I was like,
yeah,
oh my god, like, and I can say that not to be cocky, but like I was one of the best ones, and
yeah,
sometimes you don't want to leave like a place because you're comfortable or you're happy. Um, but life, if it's meant to be for you, life is gonna push you, to go for it.
yeah, yeah,
So I guess that's what happened to me. Um, and then that's when I decided to just be an entrepreneur.
yeah. Yeah. Was there ever a point in time that you guys faced like a challenge hard enough to say like, okay, maybe we shouldn't continue doing this type of business. Maybe we should go back to like working
Oh
for
no,
someone
A
like
couple
else?
times that happens.
yeah, like you said, right? A lot of people they see the success, but they don't see like the bad side.
Yeah,
And yeah, there
yeah,
were times that damn, like we didn't sell like any drink. or like, but there's bad times and there's good times, and you have
Yeah.
to love like both sides, like when you do something with passion, it's like, even this, like, it's like it represents us, the
Yeah.
name, like
Yeah.
everything, like for example, let's say everybody asks like, oh, why is it Norte Al Sur? And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
because like I was born in Mexico, right? From Torreon, Coahuila. So when I got here
Okay.
to New York, like I noticed that like most likely all Mexicans were from like the south of Mexico, right? Like de Puebla, de
Okay.
Guerrero, de like todo el sur, basically. And then they were like,
Yeah.
oh, where are you from? And I was like, oh, from Torreon. And they were like, ¿y dónde es eso? Y yo, en Coahuila, como entre Monterrey y Chihuahua, arriba de Durango. And they were like, oh, tú eres del norte. And I was like,
Okay.
yeah. So he was born here in New York, but his family from, the south of Mexico, from Puebla.
Yeah.
So that's basically us, like the
The
Norte Al Sur.
Norte Al Sur. Yeah. 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 That's dope.
Yeah, and
That's dope. Yeah. See, prior, I mean, I had seen, and heard that that's like the name of your business, but I didn't know like where the name stemmed from. So now to hear it is pretty cool because now you're, myself and all the viewers that are catching this now and later on, they're gonna be like, oh, like that's a dope idea how you guys came up with that name. So that's definitely cool. Um, how do you guys think that like as the years have progressed? What are like some of the success stories that you guys got to like experience? Like maybe a moment or an order or maybe a customer kind of, like one of those type of memories that you go and you drop off drinks or whatever and order their order. What's like a memory that you guys remember from like, like a client, that you guys dealt with?
I would say every experience is like special. Uh, but there's one especially for me. That's when
Yeah.
um that's when we did the Papa event, and we gathered like how many vendors were? Like
That was
20 something.
20 vendors, 20 different vendors.
Hold on, let me.
Refresh your
The
memory.
what did you guys say that when you guys did the which event? Popeye?
Yeah,
A pop-up
a
event.
Papa event.
Oh, a
We got a
pop-up
bunch
event.
of
Oh, okay,
vendors,
okay.
small vendors.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we
okay. So you guys organized your own pop-up.
yes, I think it was what like it was more than 20 vendors. I think it was 25 or 27. I forgot to be honest. Uh,
Yeah,
but I don't know, like ver la gente que está feliz, que they get to enjoy, like I don't know that. Like at that point, at the end, it was not even about like me selling drinks or like oh it was a really good night for us, but like seeing like most of the vendors happy and they were
yeah,
like already asking like oh when you guys are gonna do another event, like we really liked it, like I don't know, like I felt so happy and like it was like basically like I accomplished my goal, and that's
yeah. No,
all
definitely,
that matters. Yeah, that we're already
definitely.
thinking about another one.
Yeah,
You should pull up
yeah.
to the
No,
vendors.
for sure, for sure, for sure. So you guys got like the regular drinks. You guys got the slushies, which someone just finished. Let me see. BX2 underscore NYC says the best chamoy drinks in the Bronx with two fire emojis. So definitely shout out to the whole Bronx. I know you guys get that Bronx love for sure.
Well, for sure.
So besides the slushies and the drinks, like we also have like the other business called botanas.
Yeah. Spicy
So
candy, right?
yeah, so it's basically dulces enchilados and
Yeah.
chamoy. So
Yeah.
um,
I saw that too.
yeah, like the
How,
chamoy
how,
we use for
how,
the
how,
candy.
yeah.
Nayeli said, "Amen to the fire as chamoy." um. So I mean, what else? I forgot. Sorry, I'm tired. Um.
No, you good.
Shit, I
Talk
forgot.
about botanas.
Oh yeah. So basically, the chamoy we use for the candy,
Yeah.
uh, we use it for the rim for the drinks, like this one right here.
Yeah.
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 And then the chilitos for
That looks
jugo.
hella bomb.
So
Nice.
basically, we use the same
Yeah.
ingredients.
Keep everything in house. You guys are making the
Yeah,
mixed
like
drink, and you guys got the chamoy. They wanna endulzarse la vida. You got the botana, so that's dope. That's dope. You
literally,
guys are covering all your whole circumference. You know.
yeah.
What would you
So like
guys say that's next for? What would you
What's
guys
that?
say
What's the
is
question?
next for the Norte Al Sur?
sheesh.
What would you
I
guys
would
say
say
is
I mean,
next for the Norte
every
Al Sur?
every experience is different because now because we stepping into different boundaries. Like we trying to get servers for our events. Trying to get servers. We trying to get people to sell food. We're trying to progress in bartending business. Like that, we offer the
Yeah,
customers more things instead of just for them looking elsewhere for other vendors. Right now we
yeah,
step into to servers, offer servers for parties,
yeah.
and it's
yeah,
something that we just experiencing now.
yeah.
Right, we
How,
getting there.
how's how's the difference in business like in the winter compared to in the summer for you guys in particular with the bartending service? Like, do you guys take like a big hit during the winter?
I would say people drink more in the winter, right? Always
We
like
Do
get
they?
we get a bigger hit first months of December, January, February.
Right, Christmas,
It's
New Year's.
the slowest season, but the other months it starts to pick up by July, August. It's all good until
Yeah, for
October,
sure.
November.
yeah.
It's just one of those
Yeah,
holidays. Hit,
without a doubt.
that's when people
Yeah,
won't drink
yeah,
no more.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no. What would you guys say is next for the Norte Sur? Like, have you guys ever had any plans in making maybe some merch, or do you guys have merch? I'm not sure.
Merch, no, it's not. It's not something we have planned yet. We usually
Yeah,
get these little shirts from our cousin. Well, that's
yeah,
about it. Merch. It's not. I
Yeah, I
don't
feel
think we
like
big of a name to getting merch. You could say, but
yeah.
one of these days, whenever
yeah.
we make it.
Any and any like near future collaborations with anyone else?
Yeah, we're open to the collaborations. We like
How how does a collaboration happen when it pertains to drinks? Like, is it just like, for example, um, I mean, you guys got your own chamoy, so like, it wouldn't even make sense for you guys to collab with someone that makes chamoy, right?
I mean,
So how does a collaboration happen when it comes to drinks?
it could be anything, like a flavor. We can also use chamoy. Why not?
Yeah,
Como dicen, el sol sale para todos.
or
So we very
maybe
open.
like a mix,
Yeah,
like a mixed drink, right? Like
yeah. It could
someone,
be it could be
I don't
neat
know.
because
I don't know. You guys are the experts. I'm not sure how to mix drinks or anything